for this middleweight bout here at ACB 61. Me, Brian Lacey, alongside Frank Mir, calling the action. Nikolai Dibchikov in the blue corner, Alexei Baturin in the red. The build-up for this has been very respectful through the two. Interesting that Dibchikov looks to engage the takedown. Oh, he's rocked him!
After almost taking a knee himself, I thought the knee clipped him, and he landed a nice left hand. He just landed another one.
Oh, he's dropped him again. Look at this, Herb Dean on the action.
Oh!
That clinch. Big knees there. Dibchikov rocking the hometown man early.
He just needs to keep him on the end of that. As amazing as it is, I don't think the knees are landing with as much power as a straight left. If I was Nikola, I would back off and just keep him at the end of that straight left hand, which has just been laser sharp and landing.
I spoke to Dibchikov before we got on the bus. I said, come on, what's your game plan? He looked at me with a little wry smile and said, I can't tell you, but you will see. I had no idea he'd be going for that takedown that early. Oh, he's eating a knee himself. Baturin as well as trained out of Tiger Muay Thai.
So changing plum clinches here, battling, a little bit dirty boxing there on the inside.
These are two hard-hitting middleweights, and Baturin is wearing it already on the face, blood from the mouth, the eye, the right eye already with some damage from Dibchikov's powerful, powerful punches.
And Dibchikov has a height advantage. You can see the length he has in his arms. And earlier in the night, I've talked about that as far as southpaw versus orthodox. There's a like straight-on blind spot. I mean, anybody that plays any sports, you know, especially when they're balls oriented, you know that something coming straight at you, it's very hard for your eyes to track. And the straight punch coming from an open stance, it's hard to see. That's why they always talk about a straight left coming from a southpaw. And Alexei is dealing with it very much in this fight. He's eaten several of them, and he's survived them so far, but it's definitely been a huge advantage. They're going for Nikolai.
Nikolai, great takedown there, caught the kick and dropped Baturin on his back, but Baturin threatening with the armbar, and you saw the strength of Baturin. Nikolai tried to pull his hand away, and Baturin, he could not move it. Baturin's grip was solid. Watch for the knee. 2 minutes 30, that's all that's gone in this fight.
Now there, Nikolai is starting to fall victim of just falling in love with a shot, but he pulled on that left hand. The first one before that, you can't become predictable. You have to stick to what's making you win, but at the same time, you don't want to make it to where your opponent can easily then counter you. You know, he's still dealing with a very game, very savvy Alexei. You don't want to make it to where, as Nikolai, you become too predictable. Did you see what happened there?
Not exactly. I think it was a little trip and roll there from Dibchikov. Baturin's fingers just extended there. I think no damage caused in the eye of Dibchikov, but again going to the well with that left hand. Oh, eats the right hand of his own.
Oh,
and now
nice left hook, right uppercut there from Alexei.
Oh, and he rocks Dibchikov a little bit. And we saw how dangerous Baturin was when he had his opponent against the cage with the fight at Bostwick at ACB. Oh! Look at these uppercuts. Oh! He's dropped him again now. Baturin on top. Raining down punches. Big hooks. Herb Dean on top, and he stops the action.
Wow.
Alexei Baturin weathers the storm and rains down thunder of his own.
That was impressive. Survived an early onslaught, those straight left hands, he was hurting. He just came back. That uppercut's vicious. Rocked him, set it up with some more knees, more uppercuts, was able to avoid the takedown there, and then from here just stayed on the back, heavy position, raining down shots, avoided the back of the head, and Nikolai just had nothing left in him to be able to do. Herb Dean came and stopped it before any real serious permanent damage occurred.
And Alexei Baturin has shown us once again, if he gets you up against the cage, if he can close that distance, he's not the greatest mover in this middleweight division, but if he can close that distance and connect. Just one shot, that changes the fight.
His uppercuts, shoulder strength, his ability to get behind that shot in the clinch is extremely dangerous. Guys have to be on the lookout for that. It's a short shot that can happen very fast.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have time for техническим нокаутом победу одержал and go winner by tactical knockout Алексей Санкт-Петербург, Россия. Аплодисменты его сопернику.
Alexei Baturin, let's talk us through this one more time, Frank.
He was able to get the clinch, and those uppercuts just damaging. He just throws them up, rains them again. There you see Nikolai just desperately trying to throw the inside trip. He was able to slip the throw. And
спасибо, как всегда, за вашу поддержку. В первую очередь, конечно же, я хочу поблагодарить свою семью, своих близких, любимых людей.